So back with a new video. Yeah, so kind of changed the background. Got a bunch of the PWCC items that I got back in the background, so you guys are able to see the Roberto Carlos rookie, the Giuseppe Meazza from 1937, the 1936 Pet Kramer of Joe Fortenberry on the USA basketball Olympic team in 1936. Part of the new 1936 Cosmos Olympia rookie of Jesse Owens. He is a rookie from 1935. His actual rookie is from 1935, but 1936 is also it's kind of his rookie Olympics year. And then you can see the autographed of Ferenc Puskas photograph in the background. So yeah, so before we get into the huge mail day today, my dad got in a Paul Skeens, just his first Bowman chrome refractor. So nothing too crazy. He is really picking up on the Pirates. Already made the All-Star team. So yeah, so that's his only rookie out right now. He'll be in Topps Chrome update and Topps update. Wish he was in Topps Chrome. It would kind of push me to buy some, but I won't be buying any. I'll just get in breaks and get the prism refractors, chrome refractors of the people I want. But I don't, apart from that, that's pretty much all the modern stuff I'll do. Maybe we'll pick up cards here and there in football and basketball, but I'll probably wait a couple years down the line to pick those guys up to really know who's popping off. But yeah, so I got a pile of Police Gazettes from the early 1900s. So National Police Gazette is a newspaper company that originally started in the 1800s, but they came out with news supplements, not the photographs on the newspaper, but actual supplements that are thicker and more sturdier. It's different texture with these guys. I'm not sure what grading company grades them, but I do want to get 3 out of the 4 of these graded, or 4 out of the 4, and then sell the first one, because I didn't buy the first one I'm about to show. This was actually a gift in the lot that I was able to win at auction in separate auctions for all 3 of them. But the seller was super easy to communicate with. A great seller on eBay. Of course, gave him 5 stars. Really a good experience with these sort of items. I was really excited to pick one of these up. And there is another one that ends in 6 days from now that I'll be going after that is not a boxer, and I'll let you know whether or not I'm able to win it. So far, there's more than 20 watchers on the item, and it's not a baseball player. He is known for baseball, but he's known for more than just baseball. So you guys will be able to guess who that is, from 1912. But yeah, so I doubt I'll win it, but I'm gonna put in a high bid for it. So starting off, so it reads on the top for the actual supplements. This one's extremely beat up. The supplement to the National Police Gazette, number 1391, Saturday, April 9th of 1904. And on the bottom, it's Mike Tufts of Brooklyn, New York, another featherweight from the city of Churches who is progressing rapidly. So Mike Tufts did not really, of course I didn't go for it after this guy. This was just a gift. Really appreciate it for it. We'll probably keep it because it was a gift. And yeah, so not a Hall of Famer, nothing too special about the guy, but it's cool that it was a gift. So this was the first item, number 1406, Saturday, July 23rd of 1904. Of course, this fight is a famous battle between Molinet and Tom Cribb. It was fought at Thiston Gap in England on September 28th of 1811, it says here on the bottom, for 600 Guinness. The duration was 11 rounds lasting 20 minutes when the when the black was carried off senseless with a broken jaw. So, of course, you know, the language in this time period. But, yeah. So, Molinet lost the fight to Tom Cribb. I'm pretty sure his first name's Tom Cribb. Or Tom, and then last name's Cribb. But, yeah. So, really famous barehanded boxer. We'll probably get more items of that guy. And we'll look for an older supplement from the 1880s of this fight as well, because I know they exist. But for $10, I just, you know, I shut up and put in a bid. I was the only person who bid, and I got it for $10. So couldn't complain. Great piece. This item is what originally caught my eye to the seller and everything he was putting up, and this item made me go into Police Gazettes and really look into the whole of collecting for those items. But yeah, so this is Joe Jeanette, supplement to the National Police Gazette number 1699, Saturday, March 5th of 1910. And it reads here: the colored heavyweight boxer who has been rapidly coming to the front and made a great hit in Paris, France. But yeah, so great image of him. This is the only item of Joe Jeanette I have in my collection. I plan on getting more. So 1910 is pretty much the earliest of Joe Jeanette you can get, that of supplements, cards, postcards. So yeah, everything's pretty doable, really easy to get when they come up. This is one of the rarer items for Joe Jeanette, and his 1910 Red Sun out of New Orleans, Louisiana, is extremely rare. So that set has 50 boxers. I'm pretty sure he's got 50. And then, of course, there's also a baseball set for Red Sun, but the boxing set's 50 boxers, and 4 out of the 50 are the black boxers. And it's Joe Gans, Sam Langford, Joe Jeanette, and Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson is thousands upon thousands, you know, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 card if it ever shows up for auction again. The Joe Jeanette, the Sam Langford, they're just extremely rare, and the fact that, you know, they'll be probably no more than $5,000 a piece in good condition if they do show up. But they're extremely rare because, you know, of course, in the early 1900s, nobody wanted a card in New Orleans of a black boxer. So they were probably destroyed or thrown away. So, yeah. So, a little story of the Joe Gans is it ended at like 2:20 a.m. or 2 a.m. And I was going after it. I put in an extremely high bid. I did not want to lose it. It was at like $40. And I put in a bid for like 300, knowing like it wasn't going to go for that much. I was sure going to win it, and I sniped it at like 2 seconds left of the auction. Yeah, you know, I'm one of those guys, but I want to win what I want to win. And I guess somebody else was watching it too, and so they had put in a bid for like 150 something, and so that's what I wanted at. It's not what I paid, so I'll get to that later. But yeah, so I was able to win it. I had talked to the seller for like a week, really wanting the item, talking if he had any other boxers. And then he put up this one. Sam Langford. Supplement to the National Police Gazette number 1643, Saturday, February 6th, 1909. And it says, Sam Langford, the hard-hitting and aggressive colored pugilist whose wonderful ring ability proved too much for his opponents in the year just past. So, yep. So that was from 1909, and for Joe Jeanette and Sam Langford, the Joe Jeanette stuff comes out in 1910. The Sam Langford comes 1909, is as early as he's in Ogden from 1909. I have the Joe Gans rookie from 1909. I'm not sure if Joe Gans has a Police Gazette. If he does, I'm going to try to find it. Actually, what I'm talking about, he doesn't have one in this set from the 1901 to 1917 set, but the Police Gazettes have an earlier issue before 1900s, and Peter Jackson and Joe Gans actually have a Police Gazette from 1898. So I'm after the Joe Gans from 1898. The Peter Jackson would be cool for the right price, but I'm more interested in the Mayo cut plugs, and I'm pretty sure Peter Jackson doesn't have an old Judge card. If he does, I would be interested in that rather than the Mayo cut plugs from 1890, or some argue that's 1894 because the baseball set's from 1895. Of course, I would imagine it would be somewhere around that era, and it's not 1890. But either way, it's still an early issue for those boxers. But like I said, I got the Joe Jeanette 20 minutes after the Joe Jeanette. The Sam Langford ended, and so of course I stayed up to try to win both of them. And I noticed after winning the Joe Jeanette, the Sam Langford had an extra bid on it, assuming it was the same seller, and assuming that he put in an even higher bid for the Sam Langford to try to win it. And of course, I didn't want to lose it, so I went from 300 and I put in a bid at like 2 seconds for like $399, and I won it, of course, for like 250 something, which is more than I thought they were going to go for. Of course, I think they're worth that much. I think they're worth more. And so after winning, since I had been talking to the seller a good bit, I talked to him and I was like, hey, I really assumed they were going to go for less than that. So it just so happened that I was battling for the items from another seller, and that's why they went that much, because the Joe Jackson was the Jack Johnson was one of the earlier ones that he put up, which I'm still interested in the Jack Johnson, but he has postcards from like 1908 or earlier that I'm after, that I plan on grabbing for him for his early issues. But I was like, hey, you know, the Jack Johnson plus 2 other Police Gazettes went for $110. Is there any way that I could get a discount on all 3 items that I got for winning an auction? And he was like, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. I know you're very passionate about the items. We can work something out. And so I paid what I paid for the auction, and then I got money back through other means, just because he was a really cool guy. And he even sent me the 4th Police Gazette that I showed off earlier. So I was able to win both Gazettes that I wanted. Super excited. And there's another Gazette that ends in 6 days from a different seller. And I'm not going after the baseball set. However, there are 2 Olympians who have Police Gazettes that I know of that I would love to go after, because one of them, I actually have a postcard of Duke, the surfer from the early 1900s. And I have a postcard with him for the U.S. Olympic team from 1924. And I also have a colored Japanese postcard of him from Hawaii from circa 1910. I think it's before 1910, but I'm not too sure. But it's cool. It's fantastic. It's the only item that I know of that's colored. Apparently they were sent to Japan and colored. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but of course that's I got it. It's staying with me. I don't care I do care about the history of it, but at the end of the day, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, so the second Olympian is from 1912. It's already got 20 watchers on it. I don't know if I'll be able to win it, but I'm going to put in a really high bid for it. Try to move some stuff around, maybe try to sell some stuff to work to get this Police Gazette, but this one would be one of my bigger items in my collection. I'm gonna try to get it. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for today. Really, really happy with the way these came in. They were shipped really well. Nothing wrong with them. They're in, you know, they're more than 100 years old for being a news supplement. And so, yeah, really proud in the condition of what they came in. So, yeah, that's all I got. Thanks.